technically it is a cave, but it's not. It's more of a passage, and it leads to a place that we were not able to visit before. Get the world map up. Wrong button. Oh, we can't make the world map big here. Well, that's stupid. But as you can see, we're diving below a continent now. But hey, there's light. And now we can go up. And here we are in this round lake. You can't go here with a shiny bronco because there's a waterfall. And you can't, and those green strips are too small to land there. But this is a relevant place for one of our characters. That character being Vincent. When you go here... What's this place called, by the way? Question mark. Great. So, you hear the call out, and I think this event will only trigger when you have Vincent in your party. That voice, it can't be. Lucretia. Remember, the woman who gave birth to Sephiroth? And Vincent was kind of... had a crush on her or something? Stay back. And this, the Vincent episodes, those visions, shed a little bit more detail onto the actual Genova project, the initial one that gave birth to that created Sephiroth. It's optional for the understanding of the story, but it's still interesting, I think. And it also will grant you access to Vincent's secret limit and equipment. And boy, did he look edgy as a Shinra. I mean, he still looks edgy, but duh. I can control the text here, by the way. We can think that that is probably Professor Gust there. I don't know, it's either a young Hojo or a younger Gust before he met Ifalna. I'm not sure. I do believe it's Hojo, because Hojo was the one that... I think it was Hojo at least. That... No wait, it must be Gust. Gust was the one that created the initial Sephiroth. So the note that we found in the Shinra villa that led us to the safe and to finding Vincent was also written by Professor Gust, apparently. Who argued about something, I don't know. And he gave Vincent his transforming ability. And Hojo was apparently some kind of apprentice below Gust. And she's really conflicted. Because of Genova inside her, her love towards her child and everything. And she is similarly whiny than as Vincent. And yeah, whatever. So yeah, visiting this place, you need to visit it multiple times to unlock all the sequences for Vincent. I think but there must be a bit of time between the visits. I think it must be a certain number of fights. But if you visit the first time here on City 2, as soon as you get the submarine, you can basically just visit every few story elements, and the fights will basically be implicit with all that, and you can just get the sequence relatively easy without extra grinding. Also, I'm gonna check out for one certain area that can be accessed by a submarine, if it is already accessible. I'm not sure. If it is, I don't know if I want to go there. But yeah, just wanna know and wanna show you. So yeah, in this little side area, let's call it ocean weapon for now, cannot go to because it's just too small. Ah, there. But when exiting the small thingy here, you might wanna check left and right, just to be sure. You can never be too cautious with that beast, because it is maybe a tiny little bit faster than you. So you think, oh, let's look around. You stop, and it's been behind you the whole time, and in that moment it gets you. And then you're like, fuck. Ah, go in there. Yeah. It passed right behind the camera there. Oh, you can actually go there now. I'm actually tempted to try. So yeah, we are in a little... over there, that sunken plane is a small secret dungeon. Can we exit? I think you can leave the submarine only in these bays, by the way. I'm actually gonna try and go there, just because there is some legitimately awesome stuff to be found. The problem being that some of the mobs can wipe the floor with us. So I'll just go into full careful mode. And somewhere here. And actually, the weapon can get the weapon can go very close to this plane. I think it can stop somewhere around this place. So if you want to really make sure that you never collide with the weapon on accident when exiting that dungeon, or when exiting you can't do anything, but when entering you go down here, because it won't go this far into the corner. Whoop. And now we can go in here. I didn't even know you can get in here so early. And yeah. Okay, it's just called hallway. It even has a save point here too, because the mobs in this area have lots of good capacities, next to not only that they are great for leveling. Sexy. I want that. Time all. Yeah, well, that's a pity, but I still want it. Oh, come on. Master the last lightning, then we got it done. Where do I want to go next? I think this room? Yes, this room. What he talks about basically isn't really important. What is important is the stuff you find here, really. The escort guard is, if I'm not mistaken, an armor. As you can see, it's not as good as a Tetra element, which drains lots of elemental attacks, but it's still really good. Lightning, earth, water, poison. So yeah, I'm actually... Nah. Wait a second. Does he have the Dragon Armlet and the Tetra Elemental? That's stupid. He's got the Imperial Guard. Now this makes more sense. So there's this chest over there, and this little materia here. It is... On the screen it's a pink one, but it's actually a yellow materia. And it's one of the reasons I wanted to come here. Because I wanted this materia to... I want to have this materia as early as possible. Contain... Oh! That's a nice level up. And the last level takes very few experience. I'm gonna do that. The Deathblow edit cut is no longer necessary. And I think you cannot combine this materia with... So yeah, this is a command materia. As the name suggests, it makes you attack twice instead of not once. And because it is... It is always better. Attacking twice is always better than attacking once. That's why it replaces the normal attack command, instead of being a separate one. This has, of course, the disadvantage that having your limit up will cover this command, but it's still really good. Sadly, since it is replacing the normal attack command, you cannot use double cut edit cut. That doesn't work. It's sad, but it doesn't work like that. So we can actually cheese our way around here. You get time and you get the all, so we still get like time and all to haste everyone at once. It's still absolutely genius materia, but as you've seen, it's also quite expensive to master, with 100,000 experience for the first level up, and I don't even know how much for the second one. And now we're gonna pray that we don't find the bad enemies. Oh my god, we find... Oh my god, we're so done. We're so fucked. This is basically one of the worst enemies we can find. First of all, because of this, which is a confusion attack that hits almost every time. I just hope that the... Yes, okay. White Wind cures confusion. Also, attack power. We're in the back row, just to remind you. This is the level of attack power we're facing here. Ouch, ouch, ouch. If I were in the front row, that would be 2000 damage per hit. 2500 roughly. So the enemies here are really, really strong. They're not the strongest. I think the ones in the last dungeon, at the very bottom, are a bit stronger. But they're still super, super dangerous. And you got to play it really safe if you want to survive. I'm kind of reluctant to use my... Yeah, okay, we got two characters with the ribbon though, so that's one thing that we got going for us. Except for Sid, no one can be confused. That's one important thing to have against this guy. Ouch. And again. Well, if we're lucky, Cloud's white Bryn will come out before Sid's attack. So he won't hit the party. Yep, everything fine. I don't even know how many HP this one has, but it is a lot. So this might take a while. Also, the enemies here can be morphed into stat sources, which is, I think, the thing that makes this area the most valuable. Because, yeah, you can, if you morph this enemy, of course I don't want to do this with this low attack power, you can generate power sources, vitality sources, all that's there, all that there is, depending on which enemy you morph. And so even when you are on level 99, you can still improve. What's that? Did it just stop him? It's down! Yes! Okay. So as you can see, the enemies... This is one of the more dangerous enemies here. But as you can see, 3000 experience, 300 AP, 10,000 Jill. The reward is worth it. And it's still pretty dangerous. And taxing on the MP, as long as you have to heal all the time. What's that? Okay, a Mega Elixir, not that great. Yeah, that's the other more dangerous enemy here. Why do I have such a bad luck? Magic Hammer. 2 times cut. Magic. Actually rather White Wind. So using Magic Hammer to drain the enemy's MP is not a bad tactic in here. To stop them from casting spells, because some of them I think can cast spells. And you don't want a Bio 3 on every character. Okay, the MP are gone. Okay, that was pretty tame. Attack. Attack. Double. Ouch. Of course, the enemies here are also immune to all kinds of stuff. Like, not elemental-wise, but ailment-wise. I don't think you can instant death them. I don't think so. You might be able to... I don't think you can blind this one, for example. Stuff like that. But hey, look! Nice! But this one is less experience, oh, come on. Has less HP than the flower. That's what I call the other one. Okay, lightning's mastered. What do we put in there now? Guess restore it is. Okay. Is that a thing over there? Is that an item over there? I feel like I've forgotten items. Huh. Anyway, I want to save it. I want to save first. Then I'm gonna check the other room. Oh, not again. Not wanna. Magic. Okay. Remember, the command that is given is retained. Just the target is renewed. Given the fact that the enemy has not lost any HP yet. So even if Sid is now using the White Wind onto the enemy, yep, no harm done. We didn't deal any damage yet. And now we can heal Sid's confusion. Also, ouch. Also, of course, when Sid is confused, being hit will heal that confusion. His cover material also still works. So he, in many cases, he will heal his own confusion by covering up for someone. What can you steal from that guy? I'm really curious. I'm also really hurt. Ouch. What was his second limit again? Limit. Oh, drain. Nice. He can use the MP. If the enemy still has some. Not sure about that. So yeah, Sid is gaining limits at an awesome pace. Because yeah, well, in this area of course, using limits is a thing that's really easy to do. Because you take damage to no end. Killing enemies on the other hand, it's not that good. And his MP are gone. Ouch. Come on, just steal from him. So yeah, you notice the problem, I guess, that we have with high cover chance. Look at everyone's HP. I think only Sid has taken damage so far. That's not really good. I mean, I'm sure you can make setups work with... there is an HP absorb materia. I think you can improve this so that the heal is less... and you can also heal rather focused. But overall, using White Wind, you kinda wanna use a little less cover chance. Also, of course, this is some kind of grinding level now. I mean, shit, our materia are splitting at an insane rate. Mystify is done. Seal is done. Great, 2 new slots. Life and Restore are growing pretty fast. Fire's going pretty fast. Rage, please. Oh my god, so many materia. Yeah, I guess Transform. Mystify is has 1 mastered. I'm just for now. I'm just gonna master 1 of those. One. Oh yeah, Elemental. That's a good idea. Like for the ones I don't really use that often, gonna go for 1 master first, because the other masters I could just grind on off screen. When I have the first magic. When I have the first master magic, it already helps me gain a lot of strength without using many slots, and then I can just, for example, if I can give Sid his scimitar for some of the for the materials that really need to grow very much, and a rune armlet, and the other people also have rune armlets and the 4-slot weapons. That's then I can. I don't have many slots, but I will get very much out of the fights. And then I can just, if I then have a master materia that gives me lots of combat power with just 1 slot, that's a really good thing to have. Didn't we save here recently? Oh no, I didn't. I didn't save here because I didn't have anything. So that's why I'm working like this, getting 1 master of each. Okay, the fight is already here. Turks. Yep, you got an optional fight here, if I'm not mistaken. You just seem to keep running into each other. And I think at this fight, I absolutely need to steal from them. So it's good that I'm in the back row. Because this fight might be a little bit complicated. They are pretty determined. Well, the thing is that most of us we all have the same goal at this point. We all want to stop Meteor. Oops. Okay, who has the haste thingy? You. I made Cloud defend, unluckily. So yeah. Do I want to use a big... No. What I want to do is I want to drain their MP as fast as I can. Yeah, I can't stop the counters, but then again they are bosses, so they should take a few hits. And I want to drain their MP, just in case. Yep. Stolen Tough Ring. Yes. Okay, that's already 100% worth. It's also written wrong. It's usually a tough ring, like GH at the end. But then again, who cares? Okay, so I can kill Reno now. I don't really need to weaken him. But I need to steal from Rude. I didn't expect the first steal to go on that quickly. Hyper jump both of them. We can't do that for now. Oh, Sid needs a bit of healing, I just noticed. Boom. So you see, given the damage they were dealing in Gongaga to us, Siedrich. The Siedrich was good as well, I think. I just don't remember why. But we stole both of it. This is the most important thing. The Tough Ring, we have already seen this one. It's an incredibly good defensive accessoire. Neo Turklite. Does it deal damage? No, it doesn't. It doesn't do anything. What the fuck? Do I dare go into the front row with Cloud and Sid now? I don't think so. I think Rude still has some really heavy attacks, if he acts. The thing is, I think they also absorb some of the elements. I think Rude absorbs fire and Reno something else. So I think I'll go with Aqualung. Oop, oop, oh, that's good. Yo, Reno's gone. Will Rude retreat too? Nope, they're separate. I'll just hit them. Why is Rude also not acting? Is Rude that slow? I mean, we are still sped up, and haste is really a really strong. I don't know. There isn't much working with changing a character's speed here, because dexterity only grows very minusculely over the levels. And not many enemies use slow or haste, compared to, for example, Final Fantasy VIII, where using haste is basically mandatory in some fights. So having haste on all characters, as you can see, can result in an absolute barrage of attacks you can unleash. And he gracefully walks away. And the reward? Lots of experience. Poison was born. Some cash. No equipment. So unless you steal from them, you get nothing at all, except for the experience. The Siedrich. Look at the defense. Look at the effect. Ignore the slot for a moment. No, okay, don't listen. This is one massive thing, isn't it? I mean, I'm not gonna use it, but it's one massive thing. And this also is one massive defensive accessoire, because when you look at our statuses for a moment, vitality and spirit, we can basically double those stats and increase our defense and magic defense by roughly 50% or more. So let's just... I can't equip the Siedrich now without ruining my materia setup, but let's just assume plus 70 magic defense, plus 60 normal defense, and plus 50 again. So that's 120 and 110. Let's say 100 on both defenses. So we're at over 200 for both defenses. Just for a little hint, 255 is a maximum. You can't go higher. So yeah, those two. Maybe you don't want to use them because of the 0 slot, but if you want to use them, you can. If you like that,